Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipsky, your host. In this video, I want to talk about why you might want to buy the Mini 4 Pro from DJI, the latest mini drone. Now, I already have the Mini 3 Pro, as well as my previous smaller drone like the Mavic Air. This is a first generation Mavic Air. And I can tell you right now, from my end, I'm pretty happy where I'm at. But I'm going to explain why maybe in the future, I'll get the Mini 4 Pro. But it's not because that it's a lot better, but there is a specific function in the Mini 4 I'm very interested in. And I think you might consider it as well. However, if you already have the Mavic Air or the Mini 3 Pro, it might be just fine. So let's talk about it right now. Alright, so some of you are thinking of getting a Mini 4 Pro. Now, if you have the budget for it and you're coming from Mini 1 and Mini 2, I would say that's a pretty good choice. However, people like me who own the Mini 3 or Mini 3 Pro like this one here, it may not be the optimal choice. Although it'd be nice to have it. I'm going to go through two reasons why, from my end, if you have already Mini 3 Pro, maybe you want to upgrade to Mini 4. Okay, that'll be two reasons why I would have done it, and then two reasons why most likely I won't do it. So let's go through those reasonings. Okay, so if you're coming from a point of view where you don't have any drone at all and you want the latest greatest mini drone, a micro drone, which is less than 250 grams, there's an advantage of that getting 250 grams because you don't need to have a license to own those drones and fly it. In fact, the rules are a bit more loose, but you have to be very safe about it. Okay, so that's what I like about the micro drones. That would mean a lot of people are able to own a mini drone or micro drone, but it is quite expensive. You're talking about over $1,000 to buy a Mini 4 Pro. So if your budget is not constrained, then definitely go for the Mini 4 Pro. But I would say the Mini 2 is still relevant and still good if you decided, you want just a drone to fly around under $400 or $500. I think Mini 2 is great. Now you can also get a Mini 3 Pro for half the price if you're willing to buy used and just make sure that it's all working properly. Okay, so now let's talk about the two reasons why you might want to upgrade from a Mini 3 to a Mini 4. Well, for me anyway, there's two reasons. One, of course, is the waypoints. The waypoint allows you to plot your place you want to fly and the drone will follow it. This is a feature that's usually found in a more expensive drone. In this case, the Mini 4 has it. I just wish that DJI would do that for the Mini 3 Pro, for those of us who already purchased it. It would be a courtesy from DJI to allow us to have that extra feature on our drone. That would be one, right? So having this ability to do waypoint. Number two, I really like the active track and inner circle feature that you can fly closer and you can actually move the drone around yourself and it gets quite close. And that's great, especially if you want to film yourself very close. So that's another reason why I would want to get the Mini 4. The inner circle, active track, and that waypoint. There's other one as well, like cruise control, where you let the drone fly on its own, then you move the camera relative to that position, right? So you kind of get the view of all the surrounding. It may not be the best for filming. I would say the waypoint would be better because then if you plot where it wants to go and then you move relative to those positions, that would be a very good composition shot. And same thing with the inner circle when you're filming, it's able to come closer to you. I think that's also a very good feature as well. But, with my Mini 3, usually I'm just walking, right? And I notice that if I walk consistently, like at a constant speed, the drone will take an image that is very nice, very beautiful. I'll let you see at the end what it looks like. And I'm very happy with the Mini 3 Pro. So even though with the two features that it has that I really like, it does not give me a very enticing reason to purchase the Mini 4. It's not worth an extra, let's say $400 or $500 just to upgrade because I would have to sell this drone and probably devalue it by $300-400. I won't be able to sell it for more than $700, and that's be a problem, right? Now, so those are the two main reasons why I would get the Mini 4 Pro, and I don't think it's convincing enough for me anyway. The other two reasons why I would not get the Mini 4 Pro is, number one, they're changing the height of the drone, the micro drone, and many other drones as well. You cannot fly more than 120 meters. This is especially in EU countries, right? So for Canada and US, I think it is limited, but you can also change it. But you have to be, I think you have to consent to the fact that it's going to go over 120 meters. This will also apply to the Mini 3 Pro as well, but that's after the firmware update. The other reason why I would not get the Mini 4 Pro, it has to do with battery. I thought initially when I'm going to purchase the Mini 4 Pro that these battery, the Mini 3 battery, will be compatible with the Mini 4 Pro, and it is. The problem with it is that once you put this battery in, the Mini 3 Pro battery, to the Mini 4 Pro battery, it makes it more heavier. For some reason, this battery here is slightly more heavier than the newer battery from the Mini 4, which is kind of sad, right? I know it can fit into both drones, the Mini 3 and Mini 4, but the earlier version of Mini 3 will make it more heavier for Mini 4 Pro, and that technically will make that drone over 250 grams, which then means that you might have to write a pilot license to fly that drone, technically, right? Because it's harder to tell whether your drone is 250 or less, the people who's checking it not weighing it, because it's only off by 1 or 2 grams. The good news is that, from now on when you're buying a battery, don't buy the older version of the Mini 3. Rather, try to get the Mini 4 batteries. It will be compatible with the Mini 3 and also in the future drone, the Mini 4, if you decide you want to get it. Okay, so I have 3 sets of this Mini 3 Pro batteries, but in the future, if I decide to get more battery, it will be probably the Mini 4 batteries, because if I decide to get the Mini 4, I know that the Mini 4 will be compatible and will be less than 250 if I have that battery. Whereas this one, Mini 3, is a problem, right? Another thing is you want to get a Mini 4 Pro battery for the Mini 3s, because now you can put in your filter in your camera, and I think, I haven't checked it out, but the weight will still be under 250. So let me know in the comment below that you have tried this. You take the Mini 4 Pro battery, put in your Mini 3, and put in your filter, and it's still under 250. If that's the case, that's amazing. That means your drone can be flown under 250 with the filter added onto the camera. So there we go. Now the legal aspect of, or the technical part of this more than 250 grams is now obsolete, because now your Mini 3 with a filter and the Mini 4 battery will make it legal to fly without a pilot license. All right, so that's my take on it. Would I buy the Mini 4 Pro for the waypoint and the inner circle active track? At this point, not yet, because I would say unless there is a more convincing reason to get that drone, because it depends on how you shoot your film, right? So for me right now, I'm just shooting by walking in a straight line, and that's good enough with the Mini 3 Pro. In fact, I actually like the Mavic Air when I was doing the active track. It's not the best active track compared to the Mini 3 Pro, but the color rendition that comes off Mavic Air is just beautiful. I find that Mavic Air, the camera and the Kodak, the film, the video files are very, very nice. It gives you a nice color tone of your skin, and it zooms in a little bit more so it looks like a close-up shot. As long as you're walking in a constant rate, this Mavic Air is perfect. Again, the problem is that it's over 250 grams. It's actually, I think it's actually 350 grams or 330 grams, and so it's over 250. So you do have to have a license to fly this drone, the Mavic Air. Now, if you get the license, then Mavic Air I think is more than enough, as long as you're okay with basic follow me, and if you're walking consistently at a constant rate, and this drone will follow you quite nicely. And I like the image, it's zoomed in quite closer. The Mini 3 Pro has a very sophisticated follow me feature and is very consistent. And you can watch the video at the end. You can see that the video that comes out of it is beautiful in terms of stability and consistency. So that's why I still have my Mavic Air and the Mini 3 Pro. I probably won't upgrade to Mini 4 Pro. The reason is it's not enough feature for me to justify the price. If I were to purchase a new one, that's $1,000, and I had to sell my Mini 3 Pro for $700, and the difference, of course, is like $400 or $500 I have to come up with, which is a lot of money if it's just one or two features that I really would like to have. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.